So SMMA seems to be one of the most trendy business models right now, and with gurus out there promising results and making it seem like the normal average guy who is completely clueless as to what he's doing can go out there, get sales meetings, close clients, and make upwards to $20,000 a month just by cold calling your local dentist clinic. I can understand that you probably are very confused, because let's be for real, when you enter this business, you're gonna see that it's quite different to what the gurus have marketed it as. They make it seem like this is the easiest business model. You can get started with as little as $0, which is true, and that you're going to make money pretty much overnight. But I'm here to tell you that things work a little bit differently. I've been doing SMMA for over 5 years now, and my experience has been quite interesting. But the main question is, was it even worth it? And is SMMA finally dead? Well, let's find out. So an average marketing agency typically looks like this. You make your agency, you pick a niche, you make a basic offer, which is, I'm going to run ads for you. If I don't get you 10 appointments, or if I don't make you your money back, I'm going to refund it. You start by building out your first website, making a logo, making an Instagram page, starting by reaching out to people, spamming them on Facebook DMs, cold calling, cold emailing with a generic offer, and hoping that it's going to work. But there's a few things you're going to have to understand. I know so many people who's trying to do SMMA. They get the sales meetings and they post it in the results section of my free Discord. What ends up happening is that the potential client doesn't even meet up. They might have scheduled 5 sales meetings this week, but why is nobody showing up to the meetings? Why is nobody closing, and why is it not working? The first thing you have to understand is the days of spamming people with a generic offer, promising that you're going to give them $5,000 a month, 10 appointments, or if not, they will get their money back. Those days are over. And to be honest, I don't know if those days have ever existed. You have to approach SMMA differently, and in this video I'm going to teach you the exact strategy that actually works. And I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm not here to push a course in your face.
Here in my garage, knowledge.
I'm here to teach you the harsh reality, and if you're willing to do what it takes, it's probably going to work for you, because I'm about to expose it right now. SMMA is not dead. It's more alive than ever. But for 90% of upcoming agency owners, SMMA is dead. With a slightly different approach to it, understanding what you're doing and going into untapped markets with a unique offer, you might actually have a pretty good chance at doing this. So let's look at it. You're trying to set your first sales meetings. You have no testimonials. You have no results. Nobody has any reason to trust you. There's a couple of things you need to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to give free value. If you, for example, would like to set up a meeting with me for completely free and teach me something or help me with something, then you should probably be giving me some value first, because I am busy. I do not have time for that. And the same is for these business owners. Don't you think they've been spammed before with people promising things? What you have to do is to give them value. So what one of my students did recently to set his first sales meeting, now he's a little bit past that at this point, but what he did to set his first ever sales meeting was to re-optimize the creative. Now this was around Christmas times, and the company that he was working with just had a very simple ad like this, just showing the product. Let's just say it's a water bottle, showing the product, and the only thing that he did to that was he touched the corners a little bit, made them a little bit darker, made the color scheme a little bit better, and put something on it that said 50% off Christmas sale. He sent it back to the potential client, then they set the meeting. But if he just went out there and say, hey, I have this strategy for you, I'm going to teach you 3 steps, it's going to be all free, you don't have to pay me, he's not going to be interested. You have to give value first. So typically when trying to set up meetings with his clients, we might be helping them back and forth in a casual way. We never expect anything. All we do is give, give, give. So we go into a Facebook group, for example, start helping out people in the comments, giving free advice. They start DMing us, we get inbound leads, and we just help them for free, just coach them for a couple of days, and then eventually they're going to be interested in the meeting themselves. So if we do 20 DMs back and forth where we genuinely help them, we explain how Facebook ad works, we re-optimize the creative, maybe we make them a free logo, we send them a loom, and we really break things down for them, they're actually going to be interested in getting on a meeting with you. But you can't just cold call people and say, give me 30 seconds, if you don't like it you can hang up, but just give me 30 seconds, this is my offer. You're probably not going to set many meetings, and even if you do, what's going to end up happening is you're going to meet people who don't have the money for it, don't see the value, or just shows up the call because they feel pressure for it, and then you're going to end up just working on commission, which is probably not going to work because you will work with so many random businesses, and it's going to be really, really bad. One thing you have to understand is that your average commission deal is not going to work. One of the biggest problems that I see with my students when they first start out is that they might be in a niche like, let's just say, tattoo artists, and they reach out to the worst ones, and they're finally so happy that they got got a meeting, and the reason they got a meeting with this exact client is because all the other ones ignored him and he got the worst client possible. So when he gets on the meeting, gets them with unserious people, chances are they don't even meet up on the meeting. On average, like 4 out of 5 people might reschedule, go ghost, and you never hear back from them again. So first of all, you should figure out how much money are these guys making? What's their advertising budget looking like? And a good way to find out how much they're making without asking how much they're making, or find out if they can afford your service, by asking what is an advertising budget that you will be down to spend on ads monthly. And then you're going to get on sales meetings people who's down to spend 200 a month, 300 a month, and you're just going to start working with them, hoping that you can prove yourself and they will start paying you. But it doesn't work like that. You have to work with a little bit higher quality of a business. The days of just spam calling your local dentist hoping for a sale is absolutely out. So you might be asking me now, Henrik, how do we do this? So there's a couple of different approaches. The first one is to start getting inbound leads, and I have 2 strategies for you on that. The first one is going to be to do pretty much what I'm doing for you right now, but at a very different level. You cannot teach people if you don't understand what you're doing. So you can start up as one of my students did. He did this after his first client, who's paying him $1,500 a month on a 3-month retainer and also getting decent profit shares from. After he signed his first client, he started a TikTok account, an Instagram account, and a YouTube Shorts account where he's just giving advice. Nothing special. He doesn't try to charge them. He's just giving marketing advice. 5 ways you're leaving money with your Facebook ads. Did you know that this button on Facebook does that? Like, he makes videos like that, right? He gets in the algorithm. He only gets like 500 views because he just started with it, but people start reaching out to him. And obviously there's a lot of weird leads that it's never going to close, but on average he's setting like 10 appointments per week from people coming to him. So now you might be saying, Henrik, I'm not comfortable getting on the camera. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I totally understand you. To be honest, you shouldn't get on the camera if you don't know what you're talking about. Therefore, you do not promise anything, and you're not doing this to make money from it. You're just sharing strategies that you think are cool. Everyone knows that we could re-optimize the creative and make it look good. So if you have this product right here, you could make a quick video on YouTube Shorts, finding a random ad on Facebook ads, re-optimizing it, and then you show before and after, and you post it, and you explain the importance of creatives, how to run Facebook ads, and people are going to come to you. That's how it works. So this is very different to being a guru who sells a course, right? This is not what you're doing. You are running a marketing agency, and you're giving Facebook ads advice, TikTok ads advice, or just advice in general as to how to do it in that niche. And those types of people are going to come to you, and then you can just tell them, yeah, I run this agency. I would love to get in a call with you, help you out for free, give you some free strategies. This really works, but it has to be on a big volume. You have to produce multiple videos every single day, and you have to stay very consistent with it. But if you do so, your life is going to be changed forever. Because let's be for real, how are you really going to just spam DM people, email people, or call people in a local niche to make $30,000 a month? Do you know how many clients you would need to make $30,000 a month from working with a chiropractor or working with the gym? Is nearly impossible. If you're in a niche like e-com, for example, which people say is ridiculously hard to get started, then you can get 20% of a store. You could have 6 stores you work with and get 20% of each. That's a pretty huge amount of money if you market it properly. And hopefully these stores shouldn't just be in the testing phase. They should actually have some sales so you work with the right types of clients. The main point in this video is that inbound leads is the key, especially when it comes to scaling. And the people come to you because they have some sort of trust in you. They're not coming to you because you're spamming them in the DMs. The second way that you can get inbound leads is by going to Facebook groups and giving advice in the comments. So if we, for example, want to work with dropshippers, we can go into dropshipping Facebook groups and we can see the posts that people make where they say, hey guys, I had 100 people in my store. Nobody bought. I don't understand. Why are people not buying my product? Can someone rate my store, review it, and then link it? Then you can go in that group, look at his or her store, and then give a review of it. Say, this is not so good. Maybe you could change this. It doesn't really grab attention. The copywriting is off. I see that you're charging shipping. Maybe you shouldn't. Just give as much advice as possible in these groups for people that ask about marketing things, people that struggles, and then they're going to say, hey, thank you for the value. Like, you really put in the value. Message me if you need anything is what you say then. No problem. Send me a message if you need anything. What's going to happen is they're going to message you, and the other people who sees it are also going to message you. And then what you can do next after giving value to everyone in the group every day, so you can start writing a post in each group. So every morning you write a post of the importance of creatives. I'm just making up writing posts for, let's say, the importance of click-through rate, how to increase your click-through rate. And then people are going to DM you for that, but you have to really actually give value. So if you don't understand what you're doing, just do it to the best of your ability. I'm sure you have some sort of understanding of ads. Don't talk about things you don't know anything about. Maybe you could study it on YouTube first, but then you can pick out like 5 favorite groups. Let's say it's for dentists. You can go to 5 dentist groups every day, write a post about marketing for dentists, some topic for that day, 3 mistakes they're making or whatever. And then you can put in the end like DM me to have a chat about marketing, and then people are going to reach out to you, and you're going to get get way more sales meetings from people coming to you than you're going to get from just cold DMing people, cold emailing people. Now, I'm not saying that cold DMing is completely dead. It still works, but if you really want to scale, there's a different approach to it. I mean, some people will do it, don't get me wrong, but the chances are very low that you're going to call DM chiropractors to $15,000 a month and be financially free. And if your goal is 10K a month, do you know how close you are to lose your whole business? If you make 10K a month working with 3 chiropractors or 2 dentists, if you lose 2 of your clients, you're out of business. What are you going to do next month? How are you going to pay your team? So you must understand that you have to approach SMMA differently. People on YouTube make it seem very easy. And yes, you can definitely do it. I think it's one of the best business models to start right now, especially if you don't have much startup capital and you're just starting out. It's a very good business, but do not let these gurus fool you, because it's absolutely not the truth. You can't just cold call people and hope for a sale. Now, I'm not saying, once again, I have to clarify this, that cold calling doesn't work. I'm not saying that cold emailing doesn't work. These strategies absolutely work, but let's be a little bit realistic and let's look at the best ways to do it. And this is also ways where you will establish your name out there, build credibility, and once you get results, once you have multiple testimonials, then it's going to be easy. You can launch email campaigns where you send 300 emails a day, you have good results to refer to. Then getting clients is not that hard anymore, right? But we're talking about getting your first couple of clients. So that's going to be it for today's video. This is how you start SMMA in 2023. I hope that you found it valuable, and if you liked the video, you might as well subscribe to my channel. I post around 1 to 2 times per week documenting my journey. I show you the insights of my own marketing agency that I've been running for 5 to 6 years at this point. I show you live breakdowns of my Facebook ads manager. I show you the clients I work with, the strategies that we use. So I really think my channel could help you when you're starting your agency and trying to do so with as much transparency as possible. So I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.